Monsignor Pat is back with us after retiring, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
How's retirement?
Very good, very
Yes,
good, very good.
yes.
I haven't, the one dream I wanted to do in retirement was to get all my research on St. Catherine of Bologna, videos and painting, and put it all together. But what I did, I kept out one book I discovered. It was written, it's called The Women Artists of Bologna. And St. Catherine has, of course, a chapter in it. And Laura Ragg, she and her husband researched all the libraries of Bologna to find out about these women artists. And so they have all St. Catherine's things here. So I took a little bit out of it. I have it down here on this poster.
Okay.
But just a couple points. Sister St. Catherine's good buddy was Sister Luminata Bembo. And she said, I got this out of the book here, the artistic activity of St. Catherine has been described as of necessity, bald, and grief.
Really?
But Sister said she was more concerned with spreading the fame of her holiness. Illuminata wrote the first bibliography, the first life of St. Catherine. So, of course, I have that, and I want to really get into that. But just some quotes on art. This is what Sister Luminata said. She delighted in painting the divine word as a swaddled child, the baby Jesus. And one of our paintings here on our exhibit, you have Mary letting, in the vision St. Catherine had, let her hold St. Catherine, or Saint Jesus. St. Catherine's
really?
holding the baby Jesus. So she said, Sister Mulata, she delighted in painting this baby Jesus. And so in the monastery of Ferrara, all over the place, she'd find empty space, she'd paint baby Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, one of the sisters, when I was there a couple years ago, she said none of them have survived Father, but that's what she did all over. She showed me different spots where she did it, but she loved the baby Jesus. And also she illuminated her prayer books. And a couple years ago, Sister Wendy, who's an illuminist, you know, and I found out she was in New York, and I wanted to go talk to her, but I found out too late. She just flown out that night. But I got a letter. I got a letter from her, and she said, "Boy, St. Catherine has a good patron here in you." But but I asked her, "Well, have you ever seen her illuminations?" Because that's what she really is noted for, and you can see the beautiful work. They turn a page of her prayer book, you know, and they keep turning pages every time you go. It's a different page, and you can see all her beautiful work, you know, illuminations. And she said, "I haven't seen her." Disappointed that she hadn't seen it, and she was too. So she's never. I said, "Well, if you get to Ferrara or Bologna, you're going to have to go and check it out." But she hasn't been there yet. I asked with the sisters. But it was nice just to get that letter from Sister
that's really
Sister
nice.
Wendy.
That's really nice.
But St. Catherine is really an whatever.
Illuminata, or whatever.
Something,
yes.
it was very good on that.
Now, Monsignor, for people who don't know what illuminations are, could you just give something brief about what an illumination is?
Well, if she's writing about Jesus, let's say, on the cross, his sufferings, she'll paint one very famous one. There's Jesus hanging on the cross, and there's a poor Clare nun with her hands folded.
Yes.
And some people believe that's her self-portrait. She put that in
really?
there. We don't know for sure.
Oh, that
But
would be
they would
interesting.
do
We
things
should get
like
a copy
that.
of that for
Yeah,
the
well, I
show.
have them some. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to in my retirement, to go through all this stuff. I have, you know, copies of these paintings and
great.
whatnot. And one of the things I found out in the book, that St. Catherine really never had any formal training, you know, a formal teacher to study with a formal teacher, but she grew up. She was the in the court of. In Ferrara, the Este court.
The Este, yes.
And she was the daughter of the Duke's, or she was the companion for the Duke's daughter. And probably all the artists, the famous artists were there, and she would learn from them. She'd pick up some pointers, and then she'd just work and do it on her own. Or there was a church, it's not in existence anymore, but St. Catherine's patron saint is St. Catherine of Alexandria.
Really?
And so there were beautiful paintings. None of them have survived. It's all been destroyed, but they figured Catherine maybe went to see these paintings on the walls, and that's what helped inspire her. But she was mainly into spirituality and working with the sisters when she became a nun to develop
That's
their
interesting.
spirituality. But just one
Yes.
quote. I'm talking too much on this. I'm not organized
No,
here.
you-
But the
great.
artistic level to which she attained under her administrative ability, her faculties of observation shown in her knowledge of character and the tactful management of her nuns, her generally cultivated mind, may well lead us to believe that under other circumstances, in another age, St. Catherine would have become a greater artist than any other Bolognese artists who followed her.
That's really interesting.
So that's why I'm so pleased that our parish, 14 years ago, decided to honor St. Catherine in this special way. They are honoring her right now. Yesterday was her feast day, and that began in Bologna, a whole week of celebrations where they highlight her art and her music. The week before yesterday in Ferrara, they do the same thing. And here, thanks to great group of artists and musicians and people who like to cook. Catherine was a baker at one point in the monastery. And the young people serving. That's what I like as the pastor here. Just all the people share their different talents and loves.
Yes.
And it's amazing how it all works together.
Yes, it is.
And then the people who come to see it, like
yeah.
last year, over 2,000, whatever
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
We've already had over 2,000
Yeah,
probably.
so
and
that's
today-
what makes me so happy here.
Yes.
And the sisters too. They're aware. We send them videos. I've given them. In fact, I'm going to bring some stuff over to them
Oh,
this
good.
year.
Yes, definitely.
And I was honored this year. They gave me a portrait. One of the
Yes.
artists did a portrait of me in our St. Catherine shrine here in the church. So I'm going to get copies of the picture and, of course, send it over to them.
Well, you've been a wonderful steward of St. Catherine of Bologna's message and support of the artists, so thank you so
Oh,
much.
you're welcome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Monsignor Pat Panos on St. Catherine of Bologna and the show. Father Peter Glavick, welcome to the show, your first show.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
What are your impressions of the show?
Well, as the new pastor, I'm very much shocked at how beautiful everything turned out. It only makes sense, because I always say we are in the best parish in the Diocese of Paterson. It makes a lot of sense that we are here. We should be very proud as we celebrate the 600th birthday of St. Catherine of Bologna. Let us always be mindful that we should be grateful to the arts, because it's from the arts that we learn our faith, it's from the arts that we learn about Christ, it's from the arts that we learn about one another. And so I'm grateful to all the artists and the singers and all those who are partaking in this great event. And I'm especially grateful to all the committee members. So I'm very proud of all of you.
That's
Thank
really
you.
nice. Really. So welcome, and
Thank
we're
you
happy
so
to
much.
have you, and thank
Thank
you
you.
for everything.
Thank
It's
you.
really been
Thank
a
you.
wonderful week we've had here.
It's been a wonderful time.
Enjoy today.
Thank you.
Well, David, the 14th year is coming to a close. It's Sunday afternoon. What do you think about our 14th show?
It's actually incredible. 14 years and another huge success.
Absolutely.
I'm talking 14 years, and 1 year after the other, it becomes better and better. How many people did we have come through here last night?
Last night, over 1,000.
1,000 people.
Yeah.
And we used the counter for the first time, and just to get an idea, how lucky are we?
Really lucky. It's been wonderful. What a great year.
What's been really, really nice about this event this year, that we introduced the video upstairs.
That was good.
High school students from Lakeland High School, and one of the things I really enjoyed most about that, well, one, having my nephew, and then Andrew Mizzi and my nephew Thomas Sudinsky be part of this, but they had that show called Two Graves.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Two Graves was a short story that was about 10 minutes long, and to make a long story short, it had a message at the end, and the last words that they used were, if you're going to seek revenge, you're going to need two graves.
Yes.
And after that whole entire production, you say, this is coming from two kids, or young kids. So it was wonderful to see that happen. I think that was just a great thing.
That was a great, and we just had a wonderful time. We're standing in front of actually one of your shots, David.
Yes,
And,
this is Max.
Yes, it's
This is
beautiful.
Max. Actually, it's sold.
Oh, that's great.
And there's been so many pieces that have gone on in this event that you can buy. One of the nice things about this event here, coming to 14 years, is that we not only can sell the work, people can even get prints of the work that are sold. The talent, music, the committee members that we have. Hi, Denise. We have a great committee that works all year round. We're talking almost 30 committee members, plus hundreds of volunteers.
Yes.
Plus we have Taylor Rental that puts all the ambiance here. Alan Linen, who does all the linens for us. Lightroom Studios, Goldberg's Bagels. There's so many that we could be thanking.
Four-star
Four-star
color
color
for the
that does-
program, Chuck Ciopa,
Absolutely.
Katzman Produce. We have a lot of great.
I mean, that program, he's up to 1,500 programs he's doing for
Yeah.
us. It's amazing. When he started out with the book that was about 5 pages, now
It's great.
it's incredible.
Well, congratulations, David.
Well, I congratulate
it has been
all
a
of
labor
you.
of love. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It really has. And we hope to see you next year.